Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, its valuations against the US dollar, looking to see where will the bleeding stop. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So with Bitcoin, we made a local peak at around $42,000. It actually coincides fairly nicely with this move right here. The move that preceded the $64,000 move, where we peaked out around, $42,000, came back down, held it as support, and then came back up. So this is kind of the level that we've hit our head towards. You can see that this was the first hit, second hit, third hit. In addition, you see the support here, here, and then kind of here. So what does this mean? Well, we knew that the path to 20-week moving average wasn't going to be easy, right? The 20-week moving average now, because we are in a new week, is currently trading at $43,565, where last week it was $44,511. So it is coming down. The 50-week moving average is also coming up. So um, as a baseline, okay, as a baseline, you can reference the 50-week moving average on where we're going to go. And you can see here that 33,443 is kind of the number that we need to absolutely hold, in my opinion. I think that because we've held it as support as of recent on the weekly, and this is what caused the bounce towards the 20-week moving average, the 50-week is going to be a moving average that is going to be something of importance to us. If it breaks further down, then we can anticipate a longer term bear market for Bitcoin. Obviously, that means that the downtrend is still with us, right, to some degree. And we can push lower lows for a longer period of time, and perhaps by the fall will we be finally getting back on our feet rather than having us break through the 20-week moving average, if that makes kind of sense. In a prolonged bear market, we would probably start recovering towards the 20-week moving average. We wouldn't be close, but we'd be recovering towards it by the fall. If this was a prolonged bear market, if we broke through the 50-week moving average. However, if if we hold the 50-week moving average, then by the fall I can anticipate us finally breaking past the 20-week moving average, gearing up for Q1 of 2022. And so that's kind of the mid range outlook that I have essentially for the rest of the year. It ultimately depends on the 50-week moving average. In terms of shorter term time frames, we can flip to the daily and see that the 50 and the 20-day moving average are pretty much in the same area. Now, the 20 and the 50-day kind of work together in the sense that if the 20-day doesn't hold, then it is the 50-day that holds, at least in an uptrend, right? We see this happen many times on our way to $64,000, where we see either bounce on the 20 or the 50-day, or somewhere in between, right? You could see it bounce off the 50-day. Here it bounced in between. And it was when we ultimately broke down these two moving averages where we came through and then came back down to 30-ish thousand dollars, sub 30, and ultimately breaking it. So what I'd like to see, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, we're okay, so the 20 and the 50 are ranging at about $35,652 and $34,908. Okay, so those moving averages are slightly above the 50-week moving average, right? Because remember, the 50-week moving average is at 33,000. Yeah, 33,443. So it'll be the 20, the 50-day, and then the 50-week in that order of support. We haven't seen yet Bitcoin treat the 20 and the 50-day as support yet in this uptrend, in this short-term uptrend, but this is a pretty good opportunity to do so. It brings in confidence, it brings reassurance that the trend will continue to go up, that this is in fact a reversal. Because, like a lot of people said, we have yet to make a higher low to some degree. And where the 50 and the 20-day are, roughly speaking, could be a good spot to create that higher low to then further push up the price. But that's essentially what I'm looking at with Bitcoin, you guys. Obviously, with Bitcoin down for the past 3 days, we're going into our fourth. You can see that the total cryptocurrency market cap is falling, right? It peaked out at about 1.68 trillion, 1.69 trillion. Now we're at 1.55 trillion dollars. Um, so there is that, right? You see like altcoins kind of bleeding with some notable exceptions. I mean, Chainlink, and Chainlink is the golden child right now. And as well as like Cardano is also rallying. So keep that in mind. Again, we're still below the 20-week moving average. In theory, altcoins should perform poorly. Altcoins shouldn't be performing as well or better than Bitcoin, with notable exceptions. And you could see that when we stacked all the percentage gains of cryptocurrencies together for this duration. You can see that Bitcoin is at the top, or at least near the top. And altcoins are continuing to bleed and losing their Bitcoin valuation. Obviously, Chainlink is an exception, in my opinion. It seems like Ethereum might be also an exception to that rule right now, which is quite surprising. As well as others, right? All in all, Bitcoin is retracing. It's retraced, roughly. I actually don't really know. Roughly about almost 10%, right? 9.5% since the peak it made in July at the end of the month, right? So again, keep an eye on the 20 and the 50-day. We'll see if Bitcoin is able to hold these averages as support. If we are, then again, another bullish case. These moves to the 20-week moving average, in my opinion, I think rely on the small building blocks that precede it. So we need these kinds of supports off the moving averages, the 50-week moving average, the 20 and the 50-day, and then all those build up to an ultimate breakout of the 20-week moving average. I mean, even if you take out the daily moving averages and look at what the 50 and the 20-week are doing, you can see that eventually there will be a breakout, right? You see that the downtrend for the 20-week moving average is pretty sharp still, and you can also see that the 50-week moving average is on an uptrend. In theory, we should see a breakout by September if we are to follow this, right? And it's either going to go up or break down. If it's a breakdown, then it's a prolonged bear market. If we break up, then we're back in business and we can get the bull market back on track with Bitcoin above the 20-week moving average. And after some time above it, we should start seeing like altcoins start to really pop off, right? People tend to forget, like, yes, Ethereum is up, less than 10% in 3 weeks. People tend to forget that this move here was a result of Bitcoin being well above the 20-week moving average for a long period of time. And this is the result of it when Ethereum can rally against Bitcoin 178% in a number of weeks, right? 2, 4, 6, and 7 weeks, it's able to move up 178%. So, and these are the moves that I like to be a part of, right? And only those moves can only really happen when Bitcoin is bullish, when it's above the 20-week moving average and it doesn't show to be breaking further down, right? Which is kind of the spot that we're in. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.